to your love reading for the month of November, and of course, any other time that you're guided to watch. As the intention of my messages is always to be timeless, this reading is for all Gemini placements, but if for some reason, if this reading does not resonate for you, please don't forget to check out your other placements. And also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate, so please only take what does and leave what doesn't. And before we get into this reading, I'd also like to quickly mention that if you ever want to get a reading with me, all of my information is in the description box below. You can book a reading straight through my Etsy shop. But without further ado, let's get started on your reading. So today we're going to be tapping into the energy of you and the person that you are currently romantically connected with. My intention is to tap into romantic energy only. However, if this resonates for any other type of relationship, then please take it as well. All right, and also keep in mind that you can definitely cross watch for love readings if you feel guided to do so. I will be starting by pulling what the challenges are between you and this person in this connection, how you're both feeling towards one another, and what you both want out of this. All right, so let's get started. We're going to do an energy update first of this connection. So I will be putting your energy on the right and theirs on the left. However, feel free to reverse the roles if you feel that the energy is switched. Alright, what's going on with Gemini and their person during this time? Okay, we have fifth dimension for you. Settling for them. For the union, we have mirroring. Winter. New direction. Soulmate. Material world. Bottom of the deck is spring, so this could be a significant season for you guys, whether it's your birthday or their birthday or just a significant time that has happened between the both of you. Maybe that's when you met, or this can also indicate something important that's going to happen in the springtime in this connection. But with the spring, I also feel that, it's the spring is a season of blossoming. It's when all the flowers start blooming, everything looks a lot prettier. So I do feel like this connection could feel that it's better than your last one. I do feel like it's like a breath of fresh air for some of you. It does feel that it's something you can actually enjoy. And I do feel that you're way ahead of the game here with the fifth dimension and the soulmate energy on your end. I feel like this connection just makes sense to you. You already knew that this connection was coming towards you, perhaps. You may have been manifesting simply by just setting the intention that you wanted a good person in your life. But with the spring card, I do feel that this connection has the potential to grow. There's a lot that can be blossomed with here. However, it is at the beginning stages, though. So you guys could be in the talking stage or in the dating stage or in the honeymoon stage still. I do feel like with the spring card, it's like it just started blossoming, even if you guys have known each other for a while. So with the energy of the union, we have mirroring. So this connection is going to reflect a lot about each other individually, okay? Like you are going to be this person's mirror and vice versa. They're going to be your mirror. So this is going to be a connection that is going to trigger you in that sense, where it makes you face your shadow side in things that may not be fun to process, but they are necessary. I feel like there's going to be a loving way of learning things though. Like it's not going to be as traumatic as maybe you have dealt with in the past, because again, with that spring card, I don't feel like it's trauma. I don't feel that it's like a gruesome lesson. I feel like you can actually enjoy this connection. Okay, and with your energy with fifth dimension, winter, and soulmate, with this winter card, this is funny. I don't know why I'm feeling that you're kind of holding off on this person. Like the winter card to me just seems, it comes off as someone who's kind of cold-hearted, a little bit not being as emotional. We're definitely keeping your emotions to yourself. However, it's because you have a higher agenda here. You're not going to um, sort of lay all your cards on the table like you have in the past. I think in the past you kind of, told the person how you felt. You told them everything, and maybe you're thinking that that's what sabotaged it. But I feel with this winter card that you're doing things a little bit different this time around. I feel like you are coming out of a harsh winter, and that's metaphorically, of course. And because of that, you're keeping your emotions more reserved. And with this fifth dimension, I feel like because you know that less is more, you don't really have to say much. Maybe you're a person who like sent a lot of like long paragraphs in the past, and you're not doing that anymore because you know that less is more. And with the soulmate energy, this also tells me that you're just very confident that if the person is for you, they're for you. You don't have to overdo it. You don't have to overcompensate. You don't have to jump through hurdles. Like, you can just be yourself, and that's it. Okay. And with the fifth dimension, you know that if this person is the one, and if your intuition is leading you in the ways that you feel it's leading you, then this person is the one for you. You don't have to overthink it. You just know. Okay. And their energy is a little bit different from you. They, okay, we have settling in material world and new direction. So I feel like you could have met this person when they were in a lower vibration. They were settling in life. They were kind of just doing the mundane things in life. They weren't really soul searching. They weren't really asking those philosophical questions in life, trying to tap inwardly. However, with you in their life, with this new direction, I feel like that's you. I feel that you're inspiring this person to find themselves and to sort of strip themselves naked and just face themselves and look at themselves in the mirror and ask themselves, who am I? What am I doing on this planet? Because I do feel like they came from a background of worrying about money and career and job status and that sort of thing. But this is all changing for this person because you're reflecting back to them things that are just much more important in life. I feel like you're very spiritual. Okay, with this fifth dimension, you could have dreamt about this person before you even met them. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. So, right off the bat, I feel like you guys hit it off really well and that it's leading to a prosperous future here. Okay, so let's see where the tarot takes us. All right, so the challenges. What are the challenges between Gemini and the person at this time? Okay, the sun shut out for you. This person's challenge is the Six of Wands, and it's falling out in the reverse. How are they feeling towards one another? Ooh. We have the Tower for you. And the Ten of Cups for them. Your desire is the Eight of Swords. Their desire is the Hermit. Interesting. See what I'm saying? I feel like they now want to do the soul searching because they know that life isn't all just about the material world. Bottom of the deck is the Sister of Wands. This is the Page of Wands. All right. Okay, so I definitely understand why the Winter card came up for you, because with the Winter card, it's like I said, there is this bit of a cold-heartedness about it, but I think you're doing that out of protection with the Sun in your challenge. I feel that you just don't want to get your hopes up. You don't. You want to, like, for you, seeing is believing, and you'd much rather see this happen and fall through in the 3D instead of just like, fantasizing about it in the 5D. And I feel that you don't want to get your hopes up before it's too soon, because a part of you still is living in that trauma that you just came out of with that Winter card. Like I said, I feel like you just came out of a cold, harsh winter. And I feel like you're still living in the post-trauma of it all with the Tower card here. You're used to things not going your way. You're used to things just kind of falling flat. So you are worried about that. However, your intuition is leading you in the direction that you're feeling. And I know that it could feel like it's too good to be true, However, you're going to have a lot of faith and trust here, because it does seem like this person is the real deal. It does seem like they really care about you, and they're willing to open up themselves to tap at a higher frequency with you. Okay, with the Page of Wands, this could have started off very flirty, very fun, very lighthearted. I feel like there's a lot of like playful banter between the both of you, like a lot of cheeky humor, that sort of thing. But I also feel like your guys' conversations are very electrifying, very eclectic. Like, you guys have really good conversations, and I feel like this is what attracted you towards one another. It was that like intellectual stimulation that was also passionate in a way. Okay, so let me see what else we can clarify about this Page of Wands. The Strength card, but there is a lot of resistance here. I feel like you are holding back a lot. The both of you are. I think you both are acting like you don't care that much, acting like this is just something flirty, this is just a friends with benefits type of thing. Even we have the Knight of Wands over here. So I feel like you're both playing it safe by saying that you don't care that much with the Strength card. It's like you're holding back a lot of what you actually want to say. And my advice would be to just let it out. Let your freak flag fly. You know, don't be afraid to be who you really are here. If this person is, I feel like you guys are gonna like fall in love with each other even more if you guys just let it all out. Because I do feel like there's a lot of resistance just out of mere protection, though, and that's understandable too. However, I think you guys can go a little bit deeper than just the on the surface conversations that you guys are having. I definitely feel like you're keeping it on the surface so as to not get hurt. Because again, you're still living in the sort of post trauma of your past relationships. Okay, so like I'm saying with the sun in your challenge, I do feel like a part of you thinks that this is too good to be true. I feel like your intuition is trying to tell you that you can trust in this. I feel like you've been getting a lot of intuitive hits about this person, and it's kind of a gray area for you. I feel like you might think, yeah, my intuition is leading me that way, but also I feel like it's leading me astray because it did it in the past. I feel like you're afraid to really follow these intuitive hits because in the past they led you to trouble, but it's not because they led you to trouble. They led you in the direction that you needed to go. You know, even if it was leading you towards heartbreak, it's because you were meant to learn some type of lesson there with that heartbreak and that person. Okay, our intuition is always leading us in the right direction that is best for us, and sometimes it may not be the happily ever after that we believe it is. However, it doesn't mean that it's the end of it all. It just means that it's ending something so that something new can begin. So I think it'll make sense to you as this connection progresses, and as you start to understand why certain relationships ended and why certain things just didn't fall through. And it's because you were meant to learn something, and now you're clearing space to make room for this new blessing in your life, because it is a blessing with the Sun card here. I feel like you are being given a blessing. However, you're finding it hard to accept because you're thinking it's wishful thinking. You feel like it's a fantasy, a fairy tale that doesn't exist. Okay, I think you were someone who believed in like romantic, like a hopeless romantic, but your trauma kind of ripped that away from you. But I think Spirit here is saying to get back to that, hopeless romanticness of you, because it does exist, it is real. But, you know, life is just ironic. It really is. The more challenges I go through, the more I just start to understand that life is humorous and there's a lot of irony. And if we just roll with the punches, a lot of things aren't as bad as they seem. And then we just, you know, the key is to not get attached and to just hope for the best. And when good things are actually happening, you're allowed to enjoy them. Okay, because I do feel like part of you feels that you don't want to get your hopes up, you don't want to get excited because you're just scared that it's going to be taken away from you like all the others in the past. Seven of Cups. Yeah, exactly. You feel like this is just a fantasy. This is just temptation leading you astray like it always has in the past. Yeah, with the Tower, you're so scared that this is not what you think it is. There's so many fears behind this. Yeah, Magician. You manifested this, but now that it's here, you're like, no way. This is not true. This is not real. I don't believe it for a second, because the last time I did, that didn't end well. So there's a lot of that sort of anxiety going on. But I do feel that you go back and forth with that a lot because your intuition is super strong with that fifth dimension. I feel like you already know that you can believe in this, but I think it's the ego that sort of psychs itself out and makes you start overthinking and then just getting back to page one. Okay. So their challenge is Six of Wands in the reverse. So in the upright, the Six of Wands here, I mean, it doesn't matter though, whether it's upright or reverse, because it's a challenge anyway, so it could be read as it's in the reverse regardless. But the Six of Wands upright, obviously this is someone who recognizes their self-worth. They've been through a lot. They're victorious. But with it being in the reverse, I just feel like they have also been through their fair shares of struggles, but they don't see themselves as a victor. They don't see themselves as someone who's successfully executed their challenges in life. I feel like they're still going through it. This person, with the fact that they were settling, this person lacks the awareness of their self-worth. It's a learning process though, okay? Because this person could have validated a lot of their sense of, how do I explain this? I feel like this person sought their validation through external circumstances like their job with that material world. I feel like this person measured their happiness with money and success, you know, and the material world, and they were settling in that environment. So as they're awakening, as they're starting to see things from a different perspective, especially if you've been sort of teaching them a little bit more about the spiritual world, I feel like they're starting to really question who they are and what they're doing. Okay, they're not really sure who they are yet. I feel like they could be going through a bit of an existential crisis even with that Six of Wands in the reverse. I feel like they're struggling to see who they are as a person and struggling to see all they've accomplished, because if they're comparing themselves to other people or just measuring their success or happiness by different means, they're not going to feel like they've accomplished a lot. So I do feel like this person is kind of going through an inner battle in that sense where they're struggling to really find out who they are. But this is good. This is exactly where the universe wants them. They want them to be questioning this, because once they start doing that, it's going to help them start to unravel a lot and go deep with themselves. The Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. Yeah, this person is starting to recognize that there's more to life than meets the eye. That the world is their oyster. I feel like this person was living in a bubble for so long, and they refused to leave that bubble because they were comfortable there. They were complacent. It didn't provoke them. It didn't startle them. But now this person is sort of being nudged to get out of their comfort zone and to start waking up. With this Eight of Cups, I feel like that's them knowing that they have to leave their comfort zone, but also kind of being hesitant about it. And with the Three of Wands, I feel like they thought this was it. They felt like they made it. If they were really successful money wise, I feel like they thought they made it. And if not, then I just feel like this person thought they knew it all, that they understood life. But no, they have no idea what they're about to learn. But this is good. I like that. I feel like this person is definitely starting to figure out a lot about themselves that is going to be helpful for their growth. All right, so how you're feeling is the Tower. So this is what I'm sensing. I feel like you are still living in a little bit of that traumatic energy that you just underwent. I feel like you you might have a fear that you might self-sabotage this because of how you're sort of coping with it all, okay? Because I think a huge part of you, like I'm saying, really believes in this, really sees it happening. But this other part of you, it's probably your waking self. It's the ego. It's your human form. Your human form is like scared. Your human form thinks that this is going to end abruptly, catastrophically. So I feel like some of you are afraid that you might sabotage this before it even starts. The Two of Wands. And the Lovers. Yeah. Yeah, the Two of Wands is like, it's just starting. It's just at the beginning, right? But with the Lovers here, you know that this is a deep connection. You know this is profound. I feel like a lot of you are clairvoyant, are psychic, and you've seen this connection come into your life from a vision, from a dream. And now that it's here, you're kind of wondering, is it actually this one, or is it another one? Is this just another karmic lesson? But with the Two of Wands, this is you sort of testing the waters and trying to figure out if you can actually trust in this and go through with it. So a lot of you are at a crossroads here. You're either thinking, let's end this now and be done with it so we don't get hurt again, or let's be curious and let's go down this path and see where it takes us. Okay, so I think a lot of you are on the fence, and a lot of you are thinking, no, let's end it now. Because if you notice, she looks a little bit worried. Like her face to me kind of looks a little bit concerned, a little bit of a frown there. So that's kind of how I see you. I see you as a little bit concerned, a little frightened as to if you can actually trust in this offer, trust in this new beginning. Okay. I do want to get one more for you though, because I just feel like you're on the fence. Judgment. Yeah, see, this is your higher self coming through with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, your higher self knows that there's something profound here. This is a very deep spiritual connection. This is someone who you're going to have children with in the future, if that's resonating for you. But, or this is someone that you've had children with in past lives. But I do feel like you guys are meant to come together and have spirit children together. Yeah, and this is why at the same time it scares you, because you feel that these feelings are so profound for you that it would hurt more than any of the other relationships if this one were to end, because you've never felt this way before. And I don't think you guys have even talked about this. It's all just feeling, right? With that fifth dimension, it's just feeling. You guys have never actually conversed this. It's just all in the 5D. None of it has really been discussed in the 3D. And I mean, it's obvious here with Judgment, because I feel like there's a spiritual connection here that cannot be explained. Okay, how this person is feeling for you is the Ten of Cups. So, I mean, this person is thinking this is the real deal too. They think this is their happily ever after. Seeing there's a little kid here. So I feel like this person also sees you as someone that they want to have children with, a family with, a happy home life. So this person feels like they hit the jackpot with you. Wow. Yeah, look at that. We have the Four of Wands. Exactly. Happy home life. And then the Queen of Pentacles wanted to fall out again. So I'll take her. Yeah, this person sees you as someone who's very nurturing. They feel like you would be such a good parent. And then the Lovers wants to stay here too. So they also feel that strong soulmate connection. This is a very profound spiritual connection here. It's just a matter of trusting it and just getting to know each other. I think just take it easy, you know, because I feel like with these spiritual connections, when they're so deep and heavy and intense, it almost scares us that we just push it away, because we don't want to even unravel those emotions. You know, it's too scary, it's too uncomfortable. However, if you just take it easy, if you guys take things lightly still, like the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands that we were seeing here, if you still want to take it slowly that way, then by all means go for it. There's no rush here, because I don't think this person's going anywhere and you're not either. So you guys can take as much time as you need, because you're most likely going to spend your whole lives together. So there's no rush, right? So enjoy it. You know, I feel that the honeymoon stage is always the most exciting. Like the anticipation of it all is the most exciting. So definitely enjoy this, because I do feel like it's going to go all the way with this person. And there's no rush. Like there's really no rush, because it's going to end where you're hoping it's going to end. So Yeah, just no rush. Take it easy, date, you know. Um, you don't have to call it a relationship right away. Like, you guys can take your time dating and getting to know each other. Um, yeah, I feel like this is someone who is not even going to want to be intimate right away. There's just someone who like really, really wants to get to know you and take it slow because they respect you. They respect you so much with that Queen of Pentacles. Like, they just, like, if they're seeing you as someone who would be the parent of their child, they're already like respecting you in that sense. There's a very futuristic feeling about this connection too, but I think it's because you've been getting visions about this, or you've been getting like intuitive hunches about this, and just because it's a spiritual connection too. But I definitely feel like there's a futuristic energy about it. I don't know why. All right, so your desire for this is the Eight of Swords. So yeah, you're just not wanting to be in your head about it so much, because you are a little bit. I mean, you're an air sign, though, that goes without saying. It's just naturally going to happen for us from time to time. But yeah, you want to get out of your own mental shackles. You want to release yourself of these mental burdens that don't allow you to fully enjoy this, because you know that you should be enjoying this, but like I said, the ego self is struggling with it. The Six of Swords. Yeah, you want to move to calmer waters. You want to start to see things more crystal clear. You want to have clear communication with this person as well. Queen of Cups, you want to have an emotional conversation with this person. You do want to let them know how you feel for them and how they feel for you. But with the Queen of Cups too, like I'm saying, I feel that you don't have to even express to this person how you have feelings for them. Like, I don't feel that you guys are gonna say, um, I love you right away. Not that you guys don't love each other. Definitely you guys love each other. It doesn't matter how much time you've been in your lives, but I feel like you're going to wait to tell this person when you're in love with them, because like I said, anticipation is the most exciting part of it all. But with the Queen of Cups, you guys are already going to know. Like, when you guys say I love you for the first time, you're already going to know that that's it just goes without saying. You don't even have to say it. But obviously you're going to say it, but it's just such a, again, spiritual connection, very intuitive, that less is more. You don't have to say so much, because the other one just already knows what you're thinking and feeling. Strong intuitive connection. Yeah. Okay, so this person's desire for the connection is the Hermit. So yeah, like I'm saying, they're gonna start their own spiritual journey, their soul searching, their inner reflections. They're about to go through that. You may have already gone through your trials and tribulations. This person is barely gonna start this soul searching journey, but they're ready for it, because they know that this is what is being called to them. They're getting this sort of feeling of that they have a higher calling, they have a higher sense of purpose, that there's more to life than the mundane aspects of life. This person is definitely looking for that light within themselves. So I like that, because I think this is another reason why you guys are going to take things slow, because this person's going to have to go through their own spiritual journey before you guys can really dive in to a committed relationship. Eight of Cups. Yeah, exactly. They're going to walk away from what no longer is serving them. So they may leave their job that they like spent years climbing the ladder in. Like, they may be leaving that job because they're starting to realize it's not aligned with what they're now feeling in life. We have Hermit again. So yeah, they're going to spend a lot of time soul searching, spending a lot of time in introspection, and again, just asking themselves questions about themselves and who they are and what's their purpose. So I do feel like they're getting ready to walk away from a lot of energies, people, places, and things that are just no longer aligned with them anymore, because they're looking for their ninth cup. They're looking for that happiness that actually lights up their soul and makes them excited. And you were the first person to make them feel like there's more to life than just what they were familiar with. Okay, you made them realize that they were settling, and that they don't have to do that, that they can have more for themselves and have an inner rich life if they want to. All right, Gemini, so that's beautiful. I love this. I'm definitely rooting for this connection. I'm done with the tarot, so let's get your final message from the Messages of Love Oracle and see what your final message is in regards to this connection. Ooh. Okay, we have integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? And then we have vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. Okay, what I'm sensing with this integrity, I feel like this is the question that this person is asking themselves. And I think you showed them what integrity is. And this is the philosophical question that they're asking themselves that's making them change everything about their life. It's making them look at things from a different perspective. Okay, this person is asking themselves this question: does this situation align with my values and morals? Like their entire life. Okay. And that's what set like this that's what created this catalyst for this person in terms of them now reevaluating their lives and just changing everything. And then we have vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. So, yeah, if you do feel that sense of comfort with them, that you can be open, it's because you can trust them. There is a sense of comfort and trust here that you guys can definitely share each other's life stories. So, I feel like you're definitely going to have a conversation with one another where you're going to just know everything about each other's lives, and it's going to create a stronger bond. It's going to make you guys share an even deeper level of intimacy without even being physically intimate. That's what I'm saying. Like there's a strong um like intellectual connection here. Like you don't even have to like take each other's clothes off to have that connection that most people think they do. Like you can just talk to this person and like get off in that way. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm rooting for this connection, Gemini. I hope you like this reading. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell button so you receive notifications when I post again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye.